Chinese buy a lot of stuff off us and then reproduce it and turn it into stuff, and then we pay for it back, and we pay like exuberant amounts of money. You know, where do your flat pack kitchens come from? Where do your flat pack shelves come from? Where do your flat pack desks come from? Most of it comes from China. How does China do that? They buy wood chips. They buy wood chips off us, they turn it into flat pack, and guess what happens? They make cheap, nasty shit, and then they sell it to us for exuberant amounts of money. So go on, apply the tariffs. I'm sure we can find someone else who wants to buy our fucking barley. This is a case of payback, yep. So, there we go. So we know this is a case of payback. Let's go and read some comments on the post, because she's only just dropped it 25 minutes ago. Hopefully the world might wake up to China and get back to manufacturing much of its own items. You see, now that's what Donald Trump's been trying to tell the whole fucking world since friggin' the 1980s, 1990s. He's been preaching the same shit. But people don't understand Donald Trump. I don't understand how people don't understand him. He's been sending the same message for 30 years. 30 years. He's been preaching the same shit for 30 years. He is super consistent. He has not been happy with the way Americans have been dealing with overseas trade and immigration for 30 years. Not because he is a racist, mind you. Okay, it's not because he's racist or he's xenophobia or xenophobic or any of these nasty words that these people are calling him. It's because he cares about his country and he wants his country to be profitable. At the end of the day, a government it shouldn't be run by a corporation, but it should be ran like a corporation. It should be run like a business. You know, it should be run like a business when it comes to your economics, especially when you're doing trade and you're doing, you're doing deals like that. You try to stimulate each other's economy. You're trying to, you do this and we'll do that, and we'll give you. Okay, so Australia's rich in mining. You know, we capitalise on that, and that's our big export. You know, our minerals is huge. You know, there's currently being a mine being built that is going to last up to 200 years in the north of WA. It's going to last 200 years. That's 200 years of jobs. That's 200 years of economic growth through mining. That's awesome. You know, it's great, but only if we do it smart. Only if we do it smart. What else we got here? We'll read some more comments. If China doesn't want to do business with Australia, there isn't anything we can do about it. Their economy is huge. It's not really that big. It's pretty big, but it's not huge. Their economy is huge and they have the economic power to impose their will. However, we should learn a lesson from these events and start moving back towards self-sufficiency and value-added industries. Instead of selling iron ore, no, we should still be selling iron ore, and we should still be selling steel. We should definitely be still selling, we should still be doing that. You can't, it's good to sell that, but what happens is, where we've gone wrong is we sell this stuff, it goes off and gets manufactured for far cheaper, alright, for a far cheaper labour rate, and then we buy it back as a whole product. So we buy back that stuff, you know what I mean? So that's where the issue is. So yes, we should still sell our steel and our iron ore and our coal, and we should still sell our textiles and cotton and wool, and instead of selling uranium, we should sell less fuel rods. Okay, is relying on China to buy our raw products and sell us manufactured goods. So he's even put it at the bottom. Before I can get to the bottom, he's even covered that. So yes, no, we should be selling these guys because we've got to make money. The country's got to make money, and it can't always make money off its taxpayers. It can't. But there's always going to be an avenue of income from everywhere else. You know, it's the old age. If you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, you've got to have this many income streams to get it done. So you start off with one, then you add a second, and then you add a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth, and a seventh, and an eighth, and until you catch where you want to be. And then as you get older, you slowly sell off those income streams, and you create a profit from those, or make sure they're passive. If they're passive, then you're laughing. So then what happens is we do that, then we won't have anyone buying anything from us. But we should sell to them. But we shouldn't buy it back. We shouldn't buy it back at double the price. We shouldn't. That's where we need to put a tariff on them if we don't already have one. If we don't already have I haven't looked into that, so I will look into that later today, and that can be part of tomorrow's episode. But if we don't already have a tariff system on them buying products, so they have to buy X amount of product for us to service their needs. And if the tariff is, well, you buy this much off us and then we will buy this much back, then that tariff needs to be thrown in the bin, because that's not helping us. That's not helping Australia at all, I don't believe. That's just an opinion. Okay? Yeah, it's great to get this bit of cardboard, this bit of wood here and buy it for, $30. It's great. But I'm pretty sure we could probably make that here. You know what I mean? We could probably make this cube shelf here. We've got all the wood chips. We've got all the trees. We've got all the plantations. China is aiming at Australia because we are a small nation. Yep, comparison. They are indeed aiming at us because we're not America. We have a population of about 26 million people. America has 300 million people. That was a balloon. Sorry, that was distracted. So we are a smaller nation, and we're closer. We're a lot closer. So we need to probably, this needs to be a delicate process, but we also need to make sure that we're being firm and that we want a response. We want to know what happened. Okay, we're getting very, very close to the end of the podcast and the video. We're going to keep the episode really short today. So, time to nationalise our natural resources, invest in small and medium businesses, use tax system profits to generate